Hello, welcome everyone. In this tutorial, I'm gonna be taking you guys on shell. So, shell navigation. So, you guys are going to understand the basics of shell navigation. Please, I have two important folders here which we are going to be using for this course. Number one is root, which is this one over here, and TMP. So we can check that here too. I was doing LS. So we have our TMP folder here, and we also have our root, which is here. So the root and the TMP, which we have here. So now, the first task there that was given to us was um, task 0, which is create me. So they say access your sandbox. So actually I'm not using the sandbox, I'm using a Linux distro. So change your working directory to root. So to change working directory is just simple. So you just do cd, that is to change directory. So cd, then the name of the particular folder you want to enter. So I want to enter this root folder which you have here. So you just do root. So c root. You can do it two ways, like root, or you do dot slash to enter. So whichever way you choose to enter. So you just hit your enter. So we are inside the root folder. So actually yours with your root folder in your sandbox is the home, the main home page which we have here. So you're going to be seeing something like this. You're not going to see the root stuff here. So I'm inside the root folder. So I'm just going to click on this. So yeah, there. So if we check what we have there, this is what we have there. We have empty directory, not here, old school, school, and ready to be removed. So that's what we have here in the root folder, so which is also the same like the other one. So we want to do the first task. Now what's the first task? The first thing we're told to do was to we are to create an empty file. So what is the command used in creating an empty file? So actually you don't expect to see anything inside, is touch. So use touch. So we're going to create an empty file, and the name of the file is going to be so cool. So you have to touch CH, then cool, sorry, so cool. So that's what you're going to do. So when we hit enter, you see automatically we have what our SoCo created here. So you can do ls to check. So we have SoCo also in this place. So that means that's for task 1. So make sure that we have this file created, and it's an empty file. If you click on it, actually you see there's nothing inside. So it's just empty, nothing inside. Okay, so that's for the first task. Now next one is more of me. So we are going to change your working directory to root. So we are already in the root. So then copy the file school to tmp. So this is the file school here. So already in our root we have a file school. So we are going to move this file. We are going to copy it, sorry, not moving it. We are going to copy this file from where it is to this tmp folder we have here. So now if for instance we want to check, there are other hidden files that we cannot see here, but they are not necessarily important. So the hidden files is dot and dot dot. So if you do ls then dash a, that is list all. I want you to list everything including the hidden files. Not hidden files are the ones that start with dot, so they don't come up on the page. So if you hit enter, you discover we have a dot here, which is this one here. Then we have a dot dot here. So this dot dot and this dot here we have here. So they are the hidden stuff. So even though I create another file, maybe I create an empty file, touch, and I put dot home like that, and I hit enter, you are not going to see it. It's not going to appear. You will not see anything on the screen because the Ubuntu or Linux distribution consider it as a very important file that is used by the system. So the only way, even though you do ls, you can never see the home I've created. The only way you can see it is ls then dash with and a to view all. So you can see we have our boy here. I think I created that, I haven't deleted it. Then we have our home, the one we just created. So dot boy dot home. So I'm gonna remove those stuff there. So dot boy then dot home. Okay, so they are removed, all gone. So I'm going to clear my screen. So we have a clear screen. So now the next thing we're going to do is copy that to TMP, and to copy that we use the command cp means to copy, then cp, then which file I want to copy. I want to copy school, so I'm going to type school like that. Then the next thing is, where did I want to drop this school? So don't forget, when we're listing everything, we have a dot and a dot there. So the dot is still the same directory, that means you are still in the root directory. But when you say dot, that means I want you to go outside of that directory to another place, or just go outside of the particular directory I am. So I'm going to click dot, that means go out of the directory, then slash, so I'm out of that directory right now. So now, me being out of the directory, that means I'm somewhere here like this. This is where I am. Now I want to look for a file called tmp, so just do tmp like that. Then I can't put it this way, I'm going to put a slash. Then I want you to enter inside that tmp, that means enter here, and I want you to drop the file school. So we already have school here, so I'm just going to delete this. So I'm going to remove this, delete. So you don't expect to see school on your TMP, so I'm just going to put the enter. So you can see we have school there in our this. So I'm going to remove this right school because here supposed to be empty. Actually, delete. So we have all the school here, which we are going to be working with. So that's how to copy things. So if for instance I want to copy school to another folder, I can use this cp, then school, the name of the file I want to copy, which is, I'm still inside the root folder because we still have root over here. So I'm gonna put space dot slash, I'm out of it, dot slash. So the more I'm putting dot slash, that is I'm going out of the folder. So if I do dot slash like this, that means from my root folder, this place where I am, this is dot slash, that is number 1, then dot slash, and that is number 2. So I'm going to find myself here where I have wisdom. So that's it. So that's how we copy in your command. So I'm going to go back to this stuff we have here. Okay, so that's how to copy. So the next thing we're going to do is to old. So change your directory to working directory. So we are already in our working directory, which is root. Then rename the file old school to new school. So how can we rename a file? We rename a file with a command known as mv. Mv simply means move. So we use mv to move, actually, not for the purpose of renaming, but in a scenario whereby, for instance, you are inside a room, and this room where you are, you leave the room. Maybe you are naked, so you leave the room, went downstairs or outside, then you coming back, you're not coming back with you being naked, you are clothed. So that's the difference. It's still the same you, but the only thing that changed was when you're going out you were naked, but when you're coming in you were putting on clothes. So that's how it is. So for instance, let's assume that old school was naked, so old school, so I'm gonna put old underscore school, old school, which we have here. Then I want to move it out. I'm moving it out. Then I want to return it back again, but me returning back, I'm not returning it back as old school, so I'm going to return it back as a new school. So I'm going to put new underscore school. So automatically this is going to rename the old school we have here, which is this. So when we just hit enter, and here we have a new school. So that's how we rename. Use the move command to rename. So that's the next one. So the next one is number 3, not here. So accessing your sandbox, then change your working directory to root. Yeah, so you're gonna change your working directory to root. Then we're asked to move your file not here to tmp right school. That's what we're asked to do, and it's very simple to do that. And we know that we used to rename with move, so we want to move that. move. So in this scenario, we are moving, and not only moving at the same time, we are moving it to another folder. Then inside that folder, the name is going to change. So what we're asked to move, write school. So sorry, we're asked to move not here. So we have a not here file here. So we want to move this file completely from here, but when we move it from here, we're taking it to our TMP, but the name is going to change. So you move not here, so not here. Then you're gonna put a dot slash to go outside of your root folder. Then you are going to look for a file called TMP, like that, slash. Now inside this slash, you cannot leave it like this, because if you do hit enter, this not here, you are going to see the same not here inside your TMP, but we don't want to see the same not here inside our TMP. So what are we going to do? We're going to rename it. So instead of it to drop it there as not here, I want it to drop it as what? Write school. So I'm going to type write, then underscore school. So I'm going to type write underscore school, and that's it. So if you just hit enter, you will not see this not here. This not here we are dealing with, it's going to disappear. So just hit enter and it's gone. So there's nothing like not here. But if you leave this place and go to your TMP like this, you see we have write school. So it has been moved from not here to write school inside a new place. So that's it. So that's for not here. Then finally, okay, not finally, actually we have lots. So the next one is ready to be removed. So we're gonna create this thing. So let me return back to my root where I am, the root. So we're back to our root folder. So so delete a file ready to be removed. So we have a file here. So whenever I check ls, you see that we have a file called ready to be removed, which is this file here. So we want to delete it. It's also this file here. So we want to delete this file. So how can we delete file? Is a command you use rm. That means you are deleting a file which is called ready to be removed. So space, so rm, you use rm to remove a file. So you put the name of the file you want to remove. So ready to be removed, and that is it. So when you just hit enter, you don't expect to see this ready to be removed again. So you just hit enter and ready to be removed is gone. So if you check ls, you don't expect to see ready to remove as part of our files or part of document or we have here. So that's for ready to be removed. So the next one is organization is key. Organization is key. So change your working directory to root, then then create a directory called school is amazing. So we're gonna create a directory. Creating the directory is just like creating a folder like this, a folder. So how can we create a folder? It's kind of very simple. So you do mkdir. What is the meaning of mkdir? Mkdir simply means make directory. That's the meaning of mkdir. So make directory, mkdir. So we are going to make a new folder, and the name of the folder we want to make is school, then underscore is, then underscore amazing, like that. So just hit enter, and now we have a new folder called school is amazing, which is this folder here. School is amazing. If you check that, you see we have school is amazing over here. So that's for organization is the key. So the next one is no need. Yeah, that's the next one. So we're going to change to working directory. So we are already in a working directory. Then remove the directory empty directory. So we're going to remove this directory which we have here, which is called empty directory. So we don't want that again. So to do that, you do remove directory, you do rm, which we use here. But actually you cannot just put rm then you put empty directory like that. Actually, if you try to do this, they will tell you that this is not a directory, or this is a directory. So you can see that there's an error, cannot remove, because this is a what? This is a directory, So for you to be able to remove this, we have two ways. Is either you do rm, then we do a recursive flag dash r, then you put empty directory like that. It's gonna remove. Or you do it this way, rmdir, that means remove directory. So you put empty directory like that. So that's how you can use to delete a directory we have here. So we have two ways to remove directory: rm-r, then the name of the file, or rmdir, then the name of the file. So when you do this, just hit enter, and there we go. So I hope you guys enjoy this and you have a clear understanding of how to create, remove directories, then create an empty file and all that. So please, if you really enjoy this and you have clear understanding what I've just done here, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and have a nice day. Thank you.